Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a monster spawner / item harvester. The picture that you see in front of you is the first step into making one of these devices. The first thing that you want to do is find a place to flatten out, where it is 24 blocks long by 24 blocks wide. The next step is to cut an 8x4 block trench so that water can fall into it. I left 1 block's worth of room at the tops for walking room. The squares of free space for the mobs to spawn in are 9 blocks long by 9 blocks wide, so you can tell where to place your trenches accordingly. The cobblestone walls were put down for measurements. They will be covered in a later part of this video. The next step into making a mob killer is to create your trenches. The trenches should be 2 blocks high, 4 blocks wide, and 8 blocks long. Water ends by itself in the length of 8 blocks. Now that our trenches have been made, we want to move on to the killing / collecting chute. This hole will be directly in the middle of your mob killer and will be 4 blocks wide by 4 blocks long and 7 blocks deep. Once you have completed the mob chute, the tricky part comes along. This is where you will have to decide which way you want your killing chamber to face. Mine faces west. You want to cut a hole in the wall 1 block up from your mob chute's floor. This hole will be 2 blocks high, 4 blocks wide, and 3 blocks long. After you've made this hole, you want to place 4 ladders on the bottom block that is attached to your hole in the wall. The use for this will also be explained in the later part of this video. After you've placed your ladders, you want to dig a hole that is 1 wide, 4 long, and 4 deep, right next to the ladders. This hole will be used to capture your items safely. Once you have dug your hole, you want to expand out the way your killing chamber faced. For example, my chamber faced west, so I then dug west when making my collection trench. This trench should be 2 high, 8 long, and 4 wide. After you've completed your collection trench, you should then make a room connecting to it for storage and a safe haven. There are no requirements to the size of this room, and it is purely based on your taste. Now for the end of the mob killer, your way in and out. Again, there is no requirement on what you must do to get in and out. I personally make a stairwell. Okay, for this part of the video, I'm going to show you what you need to do with the trenches, and how you should fill them in, and what the cobblestone wall is used for. What I've made here is a never-ending well, so therefore I can use as much water as I need. I have 2 buckets of water, and for the walking room that I had here, as I said in an earlier part of the video, is actually going to be filled in after I'm done making this. This is just my stairway out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 buckets of water and place 1 in each corner. Since my trench is 8 blocks wide, the water should end at the 8th block, but I still need to fill in this middle part of the trench. Once you've filled in the middle part of the trench, you should get a current that looks just like this, and it'll end on the 8th block. Now what you want to do is fill in each side, like so. Now that my currents are complete, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. In the later part of this video, I'm actually just going to fill these in. But right now what you're going to want to do is fall into your trench, and you most likely want to be playing on peaceful for this so that your health keeps regenerating. Actually, wait a minute. No, you do not want to fall into your trench just yet. Yes, you do. What am I saying? Okay, sorry about that. So we'll just take the easy route. La-da-da, la-da-dee. Hello, sheep. Thanks for your wool. And now for this part, this is where the ladders come into play. These ladders actually are for when you place down your lava. You're going to need lava, and this is what's going to kill the mob that's in here. And what these ladders do is it actually prevents the lava from overflowing, and it stops it as if it was the 4th block. So you're going to need 4 buckets of lava, and I have a couple buckets here, so let me just fill this one real quick. You should have something that looks a little bit like this. And after this part is done, what you're going to want to do is take your water buckets, and I only have 2, so this might be a problem. At this part, you're going to want to take 3 buckets of water and place them just as if you did for these canals up here, so that it makes a canal that goes straight down here. But what I'm going to do is make myself a little never-ending well here, so that way I can get my 3 buckets, since I have an empty bucket here. Then I'll just fill this in. Okay, so now you should do this like so. It's probably not smart to be doing this with the lava, but it doesn't really matter if you're playing on peaceful. So what would happen is you're just gonna fall down. Come on, buddy, come on, buddy. Not working, I'm killing myself. Never mind, don't do that. I'm gonna find a better way to get out of here, and once I do, I'll return to the video. So I'm sorry, 1 second, folks. Alright, well, I really didn't think that through, so it's best to have ladders on you, and you can get those ladders once you're done. But as for that part, that is what the ladders are actually used for, and it makes it almost like a pair of scissors. So once he falls in, it's just gonna, the current's gonna push your mob towards this, and once they get burnt, they'll actually fall through, their items will fall through, and it'll prevent them from getting burnt. So that's how it should look once you're at this stage. And if I go down my little, whoops, lag. Once I go down this stairwell, I should actually have water in my trench ready for me, and I don't. So what is this? I did something wrong. That's not good. Let's do a test here. There we go. Just delete these pieces that I didn't get to cover in the beginning. Sorry about that, people. Okay. And there we have it. Your mob killer is pretty much done. And as I said in the beginning of the video, I have cobblestone walls here for measurement. But the main thing that you actually want to do with this cobblestone is make a giant box so that it is pitch black in here, besides the fact that you have lava and mobs will actually spawn in here. So I'll do that. Look at all the cobble I got. I'll do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards.